What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show. We discuss the fourth stimulus check update, daily news, everything going on here in our country, in Washington, D.C., with the economy, money, investing, the stock market, everything you need to know about on a daily basis. Remember that new videos come out here on our YouTube channel at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel down below, make sure to subscribe. It's completely free to do so you don't miss out on new videos. Also, our What's in the Box contest, where we are going to be giving away $2,000 in total, starts in this video at the end of this video. So you're going to want to make sure you watch all the way to the end of this video. I'm going to show you how it works, and you can be entered. So yeah, make sure to watch all the way to the end of this video. We're going to be giving away a total of $2,000. Also in this video, some people in the country are actually getting $2,000 stimulus checks. I'm going to be telling you about that as well, and why I think there's going to be a lot more stimulus checks going out here in the near future. There's a lot going on here in our country. We're going to be covering a lot of this here. Let's jump right in because there's a lot going on here. In fact, let's start with the Texas governor, who actually has a breaking news announcement. Check this out. Also, don't forget to hit the like button for us down below. It really helps out our channel, and it only takes a second. So check this out. This is crazy.
So Texas is the state into which the majority of these migrants are coming. Greg Abbott is the governor of Texas. He has announced that he is building a border wall in Texas to protect his state. This strikes us as big news, and we're grateful to have Governor Abbott join us now to explain what he's doing. Governor, thanks a lot for coming on. So tell us, you are building a border wall.
We are, and Tucker, this is unprecedented, both in speed and in reason, because never before has a state of the United States of America had to step up and build its own border wall. We have to do that because of all the things that you were talking about that Joe Biden has done, but also the speed with which we've been able to do this. I just signed a document exactly 6 months ago directing the Texas Facilities Commission to begin building a border wall, and then months after that, I signed 2 budgets where Texas taxpayers are spending $3 billion, that's with a B, $3 billion, for Texas to do the federal government's job to step up and secure the border. A large portion of that money is going to build this border wall. I don't know if you're showing images of it or not, but the border wall that we're building is built by some of the people who built the border wall for the Trump administration, and it's the exact same wall. It's 30 feet high. It's made out of steel rods. The steel rods are about 6 inches by 6 inches, and this is an extraordinary barrier that we're putting up by the football field per day. We're putting up well over 100 yards each and every day. We're going to continue to build this. And I can explain to you in part why we were able to move so rapidly, even faster than the Trump administration was able to move. First, part of the land that we're building it on is owned by the state of Texas. Second, there are so many large landowners on the border who are so fed up with the Biden administration, they are allowing Texas to build the border wall on their property. We have 100 miles or so of land that's being donated to the state of Texas for us to build the wall to better secure our border.
It's amazing. I mean, for hundreds of years, people have kind of gone back and forth between Mexico and Texas. It's never been a huge deal. I mean, you know, Texas was never uptight about immigration, but the scale of it got so crazy, it seems like people's attitudes are changing.
Well, people's attitudes are changing, especially those who live on the border.
Right.
As you point out, people coming across the border, it was kind of commonplace. However, Tucker, the people who live on the border are primarily Hispanic, and the Hispanics who live on the border are fed up with these open border policies. Candidly, they're socialistic policies, and that is exactly why you see all of these counties on the border. They voted overwhelmingly strongly in favor of President Trump, and they are turning Republican because they are against the socialistic policies that are being advocated by the Biden administration. Open border policies are globalist policies that are destroying the United States of America, and that's why we're building the border wall. That's why we have the National Guard on the border. It's why we are arresting and jailing these people who are coming across the border.
It's an amazing development. I appreciate your coming on to explain it to us tonight. Governor Abbott of Texas, thanks.
Wow. So Texas Governor Greg Abbott says that Texas is going to spend $3 billion with a B to build their own border wall or complete the border wall in Texas. Wow. Let me know your thoughts here down in the comments. What do you think of this? We know that the illegal border crossings are at an all-time high and pretty out of control. Whether you're Republican, Democrat, whatever side of the spectrum you're on, I think we all can agree they are out of control and people are crossing the border illegally at an all-time high. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. This is just kind of a recent announcement here. He just went on Fox News there to announce that, and wow. So they're going to be spending their own money, $3 billion. Of course, the Biden administration has halted the border wall there, and now if you look at this map here of the U.S., you can see that Texas makes up about 50% of the Mexico-U.S. border. If you just kind of guesstimate that, you have New Mexico, Arizona, and California making up about the other 50% there. But I mean, 50% would be I mean, if they did complete the entire border wall there, that would be that would be a lot. I mean, if you had the border wall completed 50%, now former President Trump has said that a lot of the border wall was completed. It's kind of hard to really tell how much is really completed. But Texas says they're going to finish it, and they said it's going to, you heard him say it's going to take $3 billion to complete that. That's a lot of money. And you kind of makes you wonder if New Mexico, Arizona, and California would do that. Now, we know that California is a primarily Democratic state, so it kind of makes you think that they wouldn't do that. California is just kind of a small section there, but it kind of makes you wonder what would happen here in the future. Whenever they do polling here in the United States, immigration is always one of the top concerns for Americans, as well as the economy, inflation, and the virus and the pandemic are always the top couple concerns here for Americans. So, and with the virus raging on, the pandemic raging on, New York just hit an all-time high of new cases on Thursday, 21,000 new cases. We have the Build Back Better stimulus package trying to be passed in Congress and the Senate right now. We have a Democratic Representative Jamal Bowman has now called for another stimulus package, which is more of a virus relief package, a COVID relief package, which would be more of traditional stimulus, probably with stimulus checks for adults, which is what stimulus package 1, 2, and 3 were. So, and really with the Omicron variant now coming here in the US and spreading across the world, and they say that can spread much, much faster here. That does kind of make sense. We have school closing, business closings. I mean, even the NFL is postponing games, and we're starting to see that now across the United States here. Many, many school closings in all parts of the United States here. Mask mandates now being put in place in New York and California, two of the largest states here in the United States. And really, the new Omicron variant is just getting started. And it kind of makes you wonder where we're going to be in a month or two. And that's why the new call for stimulus checks and stimulus packages, as well as with inflation running at a 30 or 40-year high, it does kind of make this renewed push very, very serious. In fact, the White House says that they may send out eligible families 2 child tax credit checks in February to make up for a lapse payment next month. So There is no January 15th child tax credit payment. Remember that December 15th, which was just a few days ago, was the last monthly check for the child tax credit payments, unless the Senate can somehow pass the Build Back Better stimulus package and renew the child tax credits checks, the monthly checks, before the end of this year. Um, so that would renew the child tax credit checks for another year. That is part of the next stimulus package. If they can't do that by the end of this year, the January 15th payment for the child tax credit check probably will not happen in time. The White House says if they can't do that, they could make a double child tax credit check possible in February to make up for the missed January check. So that is something that could be possible here, and is something that is potentially in the works as a make-up check for the child tax credits, and is something that is in the works as well. Also, student loan payment pause and student loan interest pause will end at the end of January. Okay, US lawmakers are requesting an extension to the student loan interest waiver and other student loans. Those payment pause for current student loan held by government or held by the government will end at the end of January. That affects over 40 million people, and that will end at the end of January. So that is another stimulus type program that lawmakers are requesting an extension to, that they want to possibly extend next month here. So that is another thing they're considering, a stimulus type program, because that affects 40 some million people. The Netherlands actually just imposed a weeks long nationwide lockdown amid the Omicron fueled cases surge. We're seeing lockdowns, shutdowns all across the world right now with this new Omicron variant. We're seeing shutdowns here in the US with schools, different businesses, and all the different things like that here in the US, but nothing like a nationwide lockdown yet. But other countries are doing this. You can see this headline here. This is today, just a few hours ago. The Netherlands imposes a several weeks long nationwide lockdown. So it kind of makes you wonder what could happen here in the future. We are seeing school shutdowns and business shutdowns, and what will happen here in the future. President Biden says that he is going to issue a stark warning on vaccinations amid the new virus surge here in the next few days. A stark warning. Yeah, so a lot of people are wondering what is that going to mean here going forward. We are seeing new mask mandates in the state of California and New York for the entire state. And a lot of people are wondering, what is President Biden up to? Are we going to see more mandates for vaccines or masks nationwide or anything like that going forward? Yeah, or stimulus packages or anything like that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Check this out. Vaccinated workers are eligible to get a $2,000 bonus stimulus check next month. Are you eligible? Workers in the Phoenix area are set to get a $2,000 stimulus check for getting the vaccine. Many are wondering if their company is going to do the same as well. The city of Phoenix, Arizona has approved incentives of up to $2,000 for qualified employees. According to city records, qualified full-time employees will receive $500 for getting vaccinated. And if they get fully vaccinated by January 18th, 2022, the employees will get an extra $1,500 for a total of $2,000. Part-time vaccinated workers in Phoenix will get an additional $1,000 for a total of $1,500. The state of Maryland is also offering a cash incentive as well. It will give out a one-time payment of $100 to state employees who elect to get the vaccine. And there's also a large petition for $2,000 monthly stimulus checks at change.org, which has reached almost 3 million signatures. As you can see here, 2,984,000 signatures, almost 3 million signatures for $2,000 monthly stimulus checks. As you can see here, at 3 million signatures, this petition becomes one of the top signed petitions at change.org. Almost at 3 million signatures. This is one of the largest petitions signed ever here in our country. And this is now really kind of helping fuel a new stimulus package here, just introduced a matter of like 48 hours ago here by House Democrats, calling for Congress to pass another COVID relief package here, introduced by House Democrat Jamal Bowman, calling another virus relief package here. As the virus is raging on, the Omicron variant is now raging on, calling for another kind of traditional stimulus package here, which is kind of what stimulus package 1, 2, and 3 were, virus relief, emergency stimulus relief because of the pandemic. So this does kind of make sense here. And now with Omicron coming in here, another stimulus check and virus cases over 100,000 per day here. And inflation really at an all-time high. Well, not at an all-time high, but at a 30 or 40-year high. I think the most recent inflation rating has us at a 39-year high. It does really kind of beg the question that a lot of people need help. Inflation, the pandemic, the virus. We are seeing a lot of states, cities, and counties do stimulus checks like this $2,000 stimulus check from Phoenix. We have multiple different states doing stimulus checks like California with their $600 stimulus check, $1,100 stimulus check. If you have a child, you get that extra $500. We have Maine doing their $285 stimulus checks, multiple different states, cities, and counties doing stimulus checks. And hopefully we will see a fourth stimulus check. I think that now the chances are actually going up here because we have the second stimulus check package now being called upon by Congress, virus cases on the rise, and inflation. And with the upcoming midterm elections, the Democrats are probably going to want to show that they're doing a lot more here going into the midterm elections. So you can let me know your thoughts in the comments, but they're probably going to want to do more going into the midterm elections. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, so let's get to our $2,000 contest here. So last month we did $1,000. And before I forget, our viewer Lolly Hurt is the only viewer that haven't given the money to. She has not responded. If you're Lolly Hurt, respond to my comments. I still owe you $100. So respond to my comments. I commented back to you, and please respond back to me. So Lolly Hurt, I'll comment to you and respond to my comments. Okay. That's kind of how I can communicate with you, okay? Or you can email me, and comment back to me, and I'll verify that it's you, okay? So number one, we're doing a What's in the Box contest. If you can guess what's in this box, you can win money directly from me, okay? So the way it works is that you can see kind of the size of this box here based on my arm and my hand, okay? Last month we gave away $1,000. This month we're going to do $2,000. Okay. Last month was $100 to 10 people for a total of $1,000. This month is going to be $100 to 20 people. Okay, for a total of $2,000. Okay. So the way it works is if you can guess what's in that box correctly, then you're entered into the pool of people that have guessed correctly. Okay. From there, we have a tool that randomly picks from the people that have guessed correctly. And from there, the tool will randomly pick through the comments and randomly pick winners so that it's fair. I don't pick people. It's just the tool kind of goes and randomly picks through the comments to make it fair for everybody. Okay, this way it's because I understand that everybody has a story and everybody is worthy, so it just randomly picks. So if you guess correctly, um, it's at random. Okay, just so everybody knows. So it's going to be 20 people for $100 total per person for $2,000 total. Okay, so if you can guess what's in that box correctly, you're entered into the pool of people who have guessed correctly, and from there, 20 people will be picked at random for $2,000 total. Also, let me know if you like this game, and we might do it again in the future. Okay. Honestly, I've had literally thousands of people because we've done this in the past before as well. It's our way of giving back to the community. This game is just so much fun. I have a lot of fun doing it. I've had thousands of people comment that it's so much fun. It takes your mind off of everything else going in the world, and it's really, really fun to do. Gets your brain going, and it's honestly a lot of fun. So I recommend you get a piece of paper, write this down, maybe pause the video right here if you don't have a piece of paper yet, and write down the 10 clues. There's going to be 10 clues in 10 videos. Sometimes there might not be a clue in every video, but most of the time there's a clue in every video. Okay, so you're definitely going to want to watch every video from here on out. And yeah, so the clues are going to start off a little vague. And as they get going forward, you'll have more and more clues to help you guess what's in the box. Okay, so clue number one to what is in the box is the item in the box is very, very valuable. Okay, that is clue number one. The item in the box is very, very valuable. Okay, so write that down. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click the like button. Make sure you share this video with your family and friends so that they can be entered as well. You're definitely going to want to do that. You know, if they're your family, you definitely want to give them a shot as well. Um, yeah. So the item in the box is very, very valuable. That's clue number one. Yeah. So are you excited? I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. All you have to do to guess is leave a comment down below with what you think is in the box. That's it. That's all you have to do. You can guess as many times as you want. You can guess right now. Go ahead and guess. Just comment down below with what you think is in the box. You can guess every video. You can guess multiple times. Yeah, so just go ahead and guess right now what you think is in the box. And guess away. There's no limit to amount of guesses you can guess. That's all you have to do. Just go ahead and start guessing. Yeah, that's it. Just remember, this is just a fun game, and you know, obviously not everybody can win, but it's very, very fun. It takes your mind off of everything. And we're here together for the holidays, our extended family. I love doing this. I love giving back to the community. I love taking everybody's mind off of everything else in the world. We're going to be having some special guests here for the holidays, sharing our family with yours. Our little munchkin here is going to be around. Maybe we'll have some furry friends here with you guys as well. My wife will be joining you here. She's going to be making some Christmas cookies for the holidays as well. So yeah, I'll be sharing our family with yours. And I hope you guys are having a happy holidays as well. So comment down below. Of course, this is just the first clue. What's strange is that I've had people of all the past clues, I've had people guess what was in the box on the first clue every time around in the past. Strangely enough, yeah, it's kind of crazy. We'll see if it happens again this time around. But yeah, and by the end, I always have literally hundreds of people that guess correctly. So I know the clues kind of start off hard, but they're kind of designed to be that way, right? So you know, by the time you get 10 different clues, you'll probably have a really good idea. You know, not everybody gets it right, but it's a fun contest. It gets you thinking, and by the end, you'll be like, that was kind of fun. It kind of gets you. It gets your brain thinking. I get a lot of people that say, wow, that really had me thinking. I've had a lot of people say in the comments, say, wow, I was thinking about that for days. I've had some people saying, I was waking up in the middle of the night trying to think about what that was. Yeah, so it's a really fun contest, and me and my wife have to think about this for days, just trying to come up with the clues. to think about, what are some really kind of interesting clues that we could think if you watched the last one of what was in the box with the golden ticket and the Willy Wonka clues and the clues about Mr. Wonka and stuff. If you kind of like really thought about it and when you see what the answers were, there's some really kind of creative clues in there. So yeah, there'll be some creative clues with this one as well. So make sure to subscribe down below. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to share this video with your family and friends as well. We're giving back to the community. We're here with you every single day, sharing the news with you, sharing stimulus news with you, and just being a part of your life here. You guys are a big part of my life as well. So I'll keep you up to date here. You can click here to watch my newest video next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.